To announce a new partnership between Kiva and the City of San Francisco to support small businesses. Before we get started, I want to thank Derek Tam for welcoming us here at Dragon Papa Candy Shop right here in Chinatown. We'll be hearing from the Mayor, Supervisor Christensen, as well as Premal Shah, the President co-founder of Kiva, and Daniel DELEHANTY from Capital One, financial partner, and then we'll be hearing from Derek later today. We're also joined by members of the small business community, including Mark Dwight, the president of the Small Business Commission. I'd like to invite up Premal Shah now, from the president and co-founder of Kiva, to tell us more about Kiva City San Francisco.
Hi. Derek's business is one of 30 businesses right now on the Kiva website here in San Francisco that's crowdfunding loans. And many people know Kiva, which is a nonprofit organization launched 10 years ago this month here in San Francisco, is an organization that supports entrepreneurs halfway around the world. We got our start mainly in the developing world, but then a few years ago we started working here in our own backyard. What motivated us to work right here in the United States was statistics. Statistics coming out of the financial crisis and the credit crunch, where we learned that 7 out of 10 small businesses that apply for a bank loan get rejected. That's 8,000 rejections a day. And 2 out of every 3 jobs that are created are from American small businesses. Now, small businesses have so many challenges. It is very, very difficult. And one thing that we'd like to make easier is letting the everyday small business participate in crowdfunding. A lot of people have heard of crowdfunding for major movies and really cool gadgets, but crowdfunding for the little guy, crowdfunding for that local small business that might be selling really just delicious treats right here, might be a home-based daycare, might be a house cleaning service, everyday practical businesses that make our communities better. They're struggling for access to capital, and what we want to do is connect them to 1 million plus Kiva lenders who are really excited to finance their dreams. And Derek right here, for example, he was just posted on the Kiva website, and his loan, right now is 5% funded from a group of individuals, so everyone else can kind of chip in and basically become an investor in Derek's business. As Derek basically buys the equipment for his business, he can pay back that loan, and then you get money back into your Kiva account. So if you think about how the Fortune 1000 has shareholders and a lot of high growth startups have venture capitalists, this is a chance for all of us to be angels for businesses like Derek's right here. Now, all of this would not be possible without a whole community of supporters. I want to first start by acknowledging our sponsor for today, Capital One, which is a mainstream bank that is committed to small businesses. And when small businesses graduate from getting that first loan on Kiva through the internet community, then hopefully they can graduate to larger loans from groups like Capital One. Also, the city, mayor, the team with the city has been so incredibly helpful in facilitating connections to local organizations that work with underserved small businesses. I want to name a few that without their help, we would not be able to bring crowdfunding to these businesses. La Cocina, Mission Economic Development Agency, Tenderloin Economic Development Project, Urban Solutions, and 50 other groups right here in San Francisco that have actually participated in helping businesses like Derek discover the Kiva platform so that they can connect with the internet community who can back their dreams. So the call to action is twofold. If you're a small business in San Francisco and you're struggling to access capital, think about crowdfunding and check out kiva.org/SF. There you'll learn how you can actually get onto the website and crowdfund a 0% interest loan from the internet community. 95% of businesses that post a loan get funded within 30 days. Second, if you live in this city and you care about the economic vibrancy and helping your neighbors, this is a simple way to go beyond simply writing a Yelp review or liking a Facebook page for a small business. You can now invest $25. With that, I want to encourage everyone to get involved, and thank you so much again to Capital One, the city, the list of the huge list of community supporters that make it easier for small businesses like Derek's to get a step ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Premal. Since day one, Mayor Lee has made supporting and attracting small businesses a priority of his administration. He talks to me all the time about what more we can be doing to support our local small businesses. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to welcome our mayor, Mayor Lee.
Thank you, Todd. It's great to join you and see the product of all of our efforts working with our Small Business Commission, working with the Chamber of Commerce and the groups in Chinatown, and to promote how we can fill vacancies whenever they occur. And I love the story that Mr. Shaw from Kiva.org had given. And I know in speaking with him and others that the founders of Kiva were inspired by a gentleman named Muhammad Yunus, who I was able to give a recognition for years ago when he started figuring out the challenge of women-owned and minority-owned businesses way out in Bangladesh, and wanted to get microloans out to the community so that they can help create more jobs. Well, that continues to be the story, even in great economic foundational places like San Francisco, because working with our Small Business Commission, and Mark Dwight is one of the leaders there and the chair, that we continue with our director of our small business office to identify the challenges that our small businesses, and to make sure that we cover everything from having an internet portal that they can get all their permits in one place and all the forms they fill out, to making sure that they have connections to small and microloans as well as to large banks. And I am so happy to see an example of this in Derek's effort, because his great-grandfather, he'll talk about this, but I need to say this because, as you know, I have a joke coming, right? That his great-grandfather used to serve this wonderful dragon beard candy to the emperor of China. And I'm not an emperor. I'm just a mayor. Previous mayors wanted to be emperors. But I wanted to signal that I'm here to also not only taste this candy, but to support small businesses like this that are delightful and part of our cultural experience, part of the draw that we want to have for people that are visiting places like Chinatown, but all over the city. We want to support innovative efforts to create small businesses that we hope, with the support of Kiva at the first and then Capital One later on, that they will grow into a large attraction that continues our success in San Francisco. It is these kinds of businesses, it's the embracement of our commission towards minority and women-owned businesses that would want to grow in our city, and we want to support, that we continue this effort. And it's wonderful that someone in the private sector like you and me can offer a $25 effort to a small company and have them pick it up interest-free. Well, this launch, Primo, is fantastic because you're announcing today that we want over 1,000 businesses in San Francisco to receive this kind of treatment in the next few years. This is a great launch. This is yet another great effort in the private sector, linking up with the city's effort to support our small businesses. I can't wait to have my mustache touch this bearded thing. But I want to say, too, that I have the privilege of working with Supervisor Julie Christensen because she is such a great supporter of small businesses, herself having a history of being a small business herself and knowing the challenges that they have, and giving me constant advice as a collaborative supervisor on how we can do even more and even better. So I'm buoyed by the entire village that we have here, from the Small Business Commission to Kiva.org to Capital One to our supervisor and to our Economic Development Office, that we keep working with Invest in Neighborhoods and all the other grant programs that our city offers to really flower out even more the small businesses. I've often said, and it is the truth, it is our small businesses that are at the backbone of our economic strength in the city. And as examples like this, and supporting Derek's family history of a recipe that he'll probably keep secret for years to come, but that we're delighted in celebrating on this wonderful candy, but also the exquisite history of it. And this is what we find interesting. It's not just what we eat and what we do, it's the history of what identity it has to the cultural significance that we offer in San Francisco. So I'm delighted to join every one of you to this incredible opportunity, but also to know the economic background and what we're doing to support even more of these efforts coming forth in all of our cultural centers, but also all of our commercial corridors in the city. So with that, I want to just congratulate everyone, thank them, and I'm going to be interested in what everybody has to say, but I'm also going to be tasting this stuff quickly. Thank you.
As the mayor mentioned, we're here today in Chinatown in the heart of District 3, led by Supervisor Julie Christensen, a tireless advocate for the small business community and a great partner of our office, the Office of Economic Workforce Development. Supervisor Christensen.
Thank you. So I always say to everybody, isn't this a wonderful neighborhood? Like, take a minute. It's a beautiful day. We're in a beautiful place. I want to welcome everybody and encourage folks to come down to Chinatown, the jewel of District 3. As the mayor mentioned, I ran a small business for over 30 years. I worked a lot with entrepreneurs and inventors and designers on new ideas. And I know that as important as those ideas are, they're made or broken by a lot of backhouse things like financial responsibility and funding. And so I'm really excited for the opportunity that Kiva will bring to the merchants of our district. This process, this business and Kiva's process answers a few of the questions we keep asking. For a lot of people, I think the question is, what's the new economy doing for me? How does that work for the average person or the small businessman? And I think Kiva has supplied one of those answers. I haven't invested yet, but my son has. He's an avid Kiva investor. I know he's had a lot of fun watching the businesses that he's supported, watching them grow and seeing the effects of his contributions. So I think it's pretty fascinating to have this process brought home to us, to our city and our merchants. And here in District 3, one of the questions is, where's Chinatown going? You know, how is Chinatown evolving? And I've only been able to have Dragon's Beard candy at private events in the past. And the idea that this very authentic cultural treat is now going to be available to residents and to visitors because of Derek's efforts and because of Kiva's help is a great thing, I think, for Chinatown and for all of us. So I'm grateful to Kiva's help. I wish Derek the best of success, and everybody come down and try some.
I want to invite up now Daniel DELEHANTY, the Vice President for Community Development Banking for Capital One, who's the financial partner on this initiative.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much, Mayor Lee and the Supervisor. It's just a fantastic day to be here in San Francisco, and just wonderful to meet Derek and his family. So Capital One has an extensive collaboration with Kiva, and we're just absolutely thrilled to partner with Kiva to bring Kiva San Francisco to light. So what does that partnership entail? We have provided a total of $850,000 over 3 years to help seed this project, which will enable, hopefully, 1,000 new business owners like Derek to access Kiva's crowdfunded platform, and then to have that money come back and to help other entrepreneurs. Capital One is deeply invested in small business, whether it's through our products and services or whether it's through our collaborations with organizations and partners like Kiva and the City of San Francisco and all of the wonderful programs and services you have in place to support men and women. Over the years, we've invested over $1.1 million through Capital One to men and women like Derek who are launching and expanding small businesses, and we've touched over 700 businesses directly. And we're really looking forward to being a part of the 1,000 that will launch and hopefully flourish in the city of San Francisco. And I just want to say from my heart that, Derek, to you and your family, it's wonderful to meet you and to hear your story and the power of what you're doing and that you're passing on through generations. So thank you for letting Capital One be a part of it, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. So I want to invite Derek up here to tell you a little bit more about how Kiva City San Francisco is going to benefit his business here in Chinatown. Derek.
First of all, I would like to thank the mayor, all the media, and who's coming to the press events. Frankly, it's my first time to give the speech in the public, so I'm a little bit nervous, yeah. My name is Derek. I was born in Hong Kong and moved to United States with my family when I was 21. My family used to run a Chinese traditional candy store in Hong Kong until we moved to here. We are selling a unique candy which called Dragon Beer Candy. That's the candy this man is showing now. And this man is my dad. So yeah, basically, he spent his whole life to make this candy and demonstration this art to the rest of the world. I wish all of you can give him a big hand. Thank you so much, yeah. The Dragon Beer Candy is really unique because it was only served to the Chinese emperor in the past. Maybe or may not you tried this candy before. This candy is a magic. It starts from a donut-like syrup, and then he just keep pulling it more than 100 times to make it like the white silk. After that, he will wrap with the peanut, coconut, and sesame inside. So the texture is really different. It's not like any kind of American candy or pastry. And I would say this candy is a really Chinese traditional and cultural base. And that's why I decided to reopen this store in here after I graduated from UC Davis. But frankly, it's kind of frustrating for a fresh grad student to set up a new business in the city. It's not easy. I am shortage of the cash, the capital, and also the equipment. So at the first beginning 2 years, I'm kind of lost. But I would say I'm the lucky one because I get the help from the small business administrations and also Kiva and also the OEDW. They really give me a lot of opinion, like the law information, how to get the store, how to acquire the permit. So I really want to say thank you to them, especially to the Kiva. Yeah. They provide me a platform to waste the money to buy the new equipment and also the transportation. Because my business is always being invited to some kind of the culture festival, and we need a big transportation car, like an SUV or cargo. So when Kivas, they know my story, they're really willing to help me and work with us. So let me thank you again. Last but not the least, I would like to thank you to all the neighborhood and the community. Because without you, I can't stand in here. And the Dragon Papa can't continue showing this perfect art to you too. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Derek. I think, Derek, you're the reason why we're all here today, and you're the inspiration for this, and we're looking forward to these 1,000 loans to San Francisco small businesses coming out to help you. I think there's two lessons from what Derek said. First is to go on Kiva and help provide a loan for Dragon Papa, but also to not leave here today without having some of the Dragon Beard candy. So that's it for us. Thank you, everyone, so much. I really appreciate it.